Dear students, this is the third video dealing with permutations. In this video, I'll be talking about S3, which is also D3, then dihedral group or symmetry group of a regular n-gun or regular polygon of n sides, and some group tables will show that all of them are groups. So carefully watch, because we have to deal with permutations. Okay, as I told you, we'll be talking about S3, symmetry group of 3 letters 1, 2, 3. Actually, that is used for finding what kind of symmetries are there for a equilateral triangle. Then D4, that deals with symmetry of a square, four-sided figure. Dn generally will be dealing with symmetry of a regular n-gun, D5 regular pentagon, D6 regular hexagon, like that it goes. Anyhow, let's start with S3. So before starting descriptions about S3, suppose A is given to be the set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then what will be SA? SA is nothing but S5. So what are the elements in S5? Elements in S5 are permutations on this A, the above A. So as such, what we do is we'll be dealing with different bijections from this at A to itself. How many bijections will be there? There will be 5 factorial bijections, namely 120 bijections. Therefore, S5 contains 120 permutations, but all permutations I will not be dealing with. Anyhow, I'll tell you how exactly we have to deal with the permutations on S5. So let us take I, for instance. I means identity permutation. What does the identity permutation do? This is the way now onwards we'll be denoting that a permutation. So parenthesis notation. So what we have is, there are 5 elements, namely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the role of I? Identity maps 1 to 1 itself. Therefore, image of this 1 is 1. Image of this 2 is 2. Image of 3 is 3. Image of 4 is 4. And image of 5 is 5. Simply said, I of 1 is 1. I of 2, dot will not be there. I of 2 is equal to 2. I of 3 is equal to 3, etc. So that detailed thing is pictorially represented like this. Now let me have one more example in S5. So let me take something general. Sigma is equal to, say, the elements in the first row will be same as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the elements in that A. Now let me have this example. Means let me map 1, this 1 to say 3. This is gone. So now 3 will not come here because it is a bijective function. Now let me map 2 to 2 itself, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. Then there is only one way to fill the last, it is 1. That means here sigma of 1 is 3. Sigma of 2 is 2. Like that, sigma of 5 is 1. So that's how generally we represent a permutation in Sn. Here it is S5. One more example where we'll be I will be showing you how to compute the composition. So let's have two things from S5. So let me take sigma is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here it is going to 3. So let me mark it with us. Okay. 1 goes to 3, 3 goes to 2 goes to 2, 2, 3 goes to say 5, 4 goes to then remaining thing is only 1. So 1 here, then one more left, so it is 4. Now let us take another permutation. Mu is equal to, on first row it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 itself. Second row, let me take it like this with another color. Okay, 1 goes to say 2, 2 goes to 3, 3 goes to 5 itself, suppose 4 goes to say 4, 5 goes to 1. So this is the thing. Now images are here below. These are the images for mu, and these are the images for sigma. Now what is meant by sigma composition mu? Now I will not be writing sigma composition mu, I will be writing simply sigma mu. This means that mu should be calculated first, then sigma. So sigma mu of 1 is what? First what we do is mu of 1, find out mu of 1. Mu of 1 is 2. And now if it is 2, sigma of 2 is what? Sigma of 2 is 2. So therefore sigma mu of 1 is 2. Okay, so it is 2 first. Then let me calculate the next one. Then we will be writing complete picture for that. Sigma, what is sigma mu of? Sigma mu of 2. So what you have to calculate first? Mu of 2. Mu of 2 is identified, 3. After mu of 2 is 3, what is sigma of 3? Sigma of 3 is 5. Therefore, the answer is 5. Therefore, in order to complete this parenthesis notation for sigma mu, we will do it like this. Okay. Sigma mu will be image of 1. So everywhere on the top it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what is down? So first of all we have to take the mu image of mu's. So it is 1 goes to 2. So then 2 goes to 2. So it is 1 goes to 2. Let me use another color for that. Okay. 1 goes first to 2. Then 2 goes to 2. So the final thing is 1 goes to 2. So it is 1 goes to 2. Then look at second one. 2 goes to 3. Then 3 goes to 5. So this is 5 is the final answer. So it is 5. Then what about 3? Image of 3 is 5 here. Then 5 goes to 4. So finally it is 4 is to be written here. Then 4 goes to 4 in mu, but 4 goes to 1 in sigma. Therefore the answer is 1. The last one is here 5 goes to 1 and 1 goes to 3. So the answer is 3. So this is how sigma mu is done. Sigma mu using parenthesis representation is this one. If you follow this one carefully, now we can have a discussion of S3. Okay, here for dealing with S3, what you have to deal with is take A equal to 1, 2, 3. So identity permutation is very simple. We will be taking as 1 goes to 1, 2 goes to 2, 3 goes. So the element goes to itself. That is the role of identity permutation. Usually will be denoted by row note. I'll tell you why it is row. Row for rotation. Zero rotation is you are not rotating it. I'll tell you why it is denoted like this. Now we'll have second notation, row 1. That means what about the first row? It is everywhere you can see the same 1, 2, 3. We are dealing with A equal to 1, 2, 3. Image of 1 is 2. Image of 2 is 3. Image of 3 is 1. So it is just like 1 goes to, so this is the one. Next one, 3, 1, 2. The first one was 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2. You might have seen the arrangement of 1, 2, 3. That is row 1, row 2. Row 0, row 1 and row 2. Look at mu for mirror reflection. I'll tell you why it is mirror reflection. So this is 1, 2, 3, the top rows. See, if I am fixing 1. Look at, I have used the color, purple color there. Now 2 is mapped onto 3 and 3 is mapped onto 2. They are exchanged. 1 is fixed. Now here the fixing element is 2. 1 is mapped onto 3 and 3 is mapped onto 1. Okay. What will be mu 3 then? You can guess. So for the mu 3 first row is 1, 2, 3. Then what is fixed? 3 is fixed. What are being exchanged? 1 and 2 are mutually exchanged. So 1 goes to 2 and 2 goes to 1. Therefore, you can see we have discussed how many permutations so far. These are all for rotations and these are for mirror reflections. Mu1, mu2, mu3. Why it is mirror reflection and rotation, I'll tell you. So this is the group table which you have to carefully understand. These are the 6 permutations that will be there in S3. Here is a group table. Group table is already discussed. So this being identity, so everywhere you can see the element sigma rho naught combustion rho naught. Here is the combustion operation. It is rho naught. Rho naught combustion rho 1 is rho 1. Rho naught combustion rho 2 is rho 2, like that. So these are all same. Okay. Now what about this one? This element comes as product of this and this. How will you get this one? This is rho naught with mu 3. So rho naught with mu 3 is is not, sorry, rho 1 with mu 3. Rho 1 with mu 3 means this rho 1 and mu 3. How will you get the image? First of all, you have to deal with mu 3. That's 1 goes to 2, 2 goes to 3. Therefore, it is 2 goes to 3. 2 goes to 3 appears here. You can see 2 goes to 3. 3 goes to 3. Okay, like that, you can compute all those things. You can see a specific thing. Here is a part where rho only appears. Here is a part where rho appears. Here is a part only mirror reflection appears. That's the thing. So now I'll tell you that this is nothing but permutations used for learning symmetry. I means, which is rho naught we have said. This is a triangle with the vertices marked as 1, 2, 3. So we are not rotating it. So 1 goes to this place is filled by 1, this place is by 2, and this place is filled by 2. Suppose it is rotated in the clockwise direction. Then what will happen is this will come here, this will go here, and this will move here. That means we are talking about rho 1. Therefore, if it is reached, this 2 is reached here. Okay, this will look like this. 2 is reached here, then 1 will be reaching here, then 3 will be reaching here. So that means in place of 1 we have 2, in place of previously it was 1 here, in place of 1 we have 2, in place of 3 we have 1, and in place of 2 we have this 3. So this is 2, 3, 1. So this we have taken as rho 1. Again rotate. Again rotate means what will happen means this will go here. So 1 has the image 3. 2 has it, so this is 3. Then after 3 it must be 1. Then after 3 after 1 it must be 2. So it is 3, 1, 2. This is rho 2. So only 3 types of rotations. After that, if you rotate again, it will be coming back to the original position. That's the identity permutation. Therefore, this is about what is it? Rotations. Now we have to deal with mirror reflections. Okay, how mirror reflections appears? Okay, let me draw the triangle once again. This is our triangle. One, 2, 3. Now assume that I have placed an axis here, so that I am rotating or flipping it, this one, so that this will go here and this will go here. One will be remaining, it cannot move. So this is rotated to this side and this is rotated to this. That's just a flip. That means it will be, this is the mirror place here. This is reflected here to 2 and 2 is reflected to 1. So in terms of permutations, I can write as 1 is fixed, 2 goes to 3 and 3 goes to 2. So this is, I have told you, this is mu1. Similarly, to talk about mu2, we have to draw an axis here. So first one, so let me remove all those things. Okay, to talk about mu2 we have seen that it is 1 goes to 2, 3 goes to, so it's 1 goes to 3 rather, 1 goes to 3 and 3 goes to 1. What is fixed? 2 is fixed as 2 itself. So what you see the part as far as triangle is concerned, what we get is, this will look like this. I have to keep a line here, a mirror here, then you will be talking about keeping this 2 fixed. I have to rotate it. So 3 goes to 1 and 1 goes to 3. Just flip, you will be getting the mu2. So for mu3, I have to keep an axis here rather. Then 1 goes to 2 and 2 goes to 1. So only 6 kind of symmetries can be talked in terms of this equilateral triangle. Then that is generalized to what is that? A square. If you take a square, you can talk about 8 permutations. What are the 8 permutations? 4 rotations. 4 rotations, namely rho naught, rho 1, rho 2, rho 3. Then you will be having mirror reflections like this. One mirror reflection is here, second mirror reflection is here, then 2 mirror reflections, then 2 more things. This is diagonal flipping. So you can talk about 8 types of symmetries, and those 8 types of symmetries are written here. This is rho naught, rho 1, rho 2 and rho 3. Okay, carefully observe, they are the rotations, and these are mirror reflections, and these are 2 diagonal flipping. Using those 8 things, I can make this D4 as a group of symmetries of a square. So this is a group table. Carefully observe. Here also you can see a beautiful thing. Up to this you will be having only because rotation followed by rotation will give you rotation only. Then here you see there comes mirror reflections as well as diagonal flipping, but here you get only I'll tell you why it is so. Then this one is a combination of mirror reflection and this diagonal flipping. Anyhow, that table you have to carefully observe. Then this is a group table for D4, and let me give you one more. Yeah, subgroup diagram for D4. That I'll talk in the next class. Now the homework is, what are the things for D5? D5 is a dihedral group for a pentagon, rather regular pentagon. So we will be getting 5 rotations. 5 rotations. What else? You will be getting some kind of symmetry here, dealing with fixing 1. Then what about diagonal flipping? Diagonal means fix 3 and 5. Exchange 1, 2 and 4. You will be getting 10. In D5 will be having 10 permutations. Generally, you can talk about Dn. This is called dihedral group of symmetries of a regular n-gun, which will have 2 n permutations, and that is called dihedral group of order n, dealing with symmetry group of regular n-guns. So today this is enough. We will have more discussions about subgroups and all in the next.